So, here's where things really start to spiral out of control. You remember how I said SCP-096 breached containment? Yeah, well, what followed was one of the most terrifying incidents in Foundation history. The moment someone saw its face, didn't matter if it was direct or just a blurry photo, 096 flipped instantly. All it took was one accidental look, and the creature just snapped. Once it's triggered, there's no hiding, no escape. It doesn't matter if you're underground, in a plane, or halfway across the world, 096 will find you. That's what's so horrifying. There's no logic to how it tracks someone. It doesn't stop to eat. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't get tired. It just runs forever until it finds the one who saw its face. And when it does, well, let's just say nobody ever lives to tell that story. This is what happened during what's now known as Incident 096-1-A. So apparently, a Foundation researcher was reviewing archived exploration footage. Just routine. The footage came from a mountain survey team. One guy, way in the background, accidentally caught a glimpse of 096's face in the shot, like barely a few pixels. Totally unintentional. That one frame doomed him. The poor guy didn't even know. He didn't feel anything at first. But SCP-096, wherever it was, it sensed it. It froze, started trembling, and then unleashed this blood-curdling scream. Right after that, it bolted out of containment, smashing through 6 layers of steel like they were cardboard. Sirens went off, but by the time security teams reacted, it was already gone. The surveillance picked it up, tearing across the countryside at speeds they couldn't even believe, clocking over 30 miles per hour non-stop on foot, jumping over fences, crashing through trees, sprinting like a machine. The MTF team, Mobile Task Force Omega-7, was dispatched immediately, trying to track and intercept it before it reached the target, but they had no chance. SCP-096 doesn't get distracted, it doesn't negotiate, it doesn't even notice anything else. Its entire body is just locked on one thing: the person who saw its face. The team managed to catch up with it by helicopter. They tried tranquilizers, didn't work. They tried sonic deterrents, nothing. They even attempted to physically block its path using armored vehicles. SCP-096 tore straight through. The whole scene was chaos. Trees falling, radio screaming, gunfire everywhere, and it just kept running. Eventually, they located the target, a civilian named Danvers. The guy was in a remote cabin way up in the Alps. No phone, no TV, totally off-grid. He had no idea what was coming for him. The MTF landed outside the cabin and tried to evacuate him, but before they even made it to the door, 096 arrived. Now, here's where it gets worse. The on-site camera footage, which has since been redacted from the public files, shows SCP-096 tearing through the cabin like it was made of paper. It smashed the walls down with its bare hands. There was this horrible gurgling screech the moment it laid eyes on its victim. Within seconds, the man was gone. I mean, there wasn't even anything left to bury. Just blood, bits of clothing, and parts of the structure covered in red. And then, silence. That's the part that creeps everyone out. Right after the kill, SCP-096 just stopped. It curled up into a ball, started crying again just like before, trembling, sobbing, almost like it was ashamed of what it did. It's like this thing doesn't even want to kill. It has to. It's hardwired into it. So, the team eventually managed to sedate it while it was in that passive state. It took enough tranquilizers to knock out a whale. but it worked. They loaded it into a reinforced containment cube and brought it back to Site-19. Now, since the incident, the Foundation made some serious changes to how they handle SCP-096. All observation equipment is now filtered with automatic face-blurring software. No one is allowed to view its face directly, not even through images or video frames. All photos have to be redacted or destroyed. The risk is just too high. They even tried to destroy it once. A full termination order was issued, thinking maybe that had solved the problem once and for all. So they sent in a special task force with experimental weaponry, plasma cannons, cryotech, you name it. They hit SCP-096 with everything they had, but nothing worked. 96 took damage. Its body was torn apart, chunks missing, but it healed fast. Within minutes, its flesh started stitching back together. It didn't even react to the pain. It just stood there sobbing, not even fighting back. And once the operation was over, the creature was still alive, intact, not even angry, just sad. Some researchers believe SCP-096 is not from this world. Its biology doesn't follow any known rules. It doesn't need food, doesn't produce waste, doesn't even age. Some even think it might be a failed experiment from an older civilization, something ancient that we accidentally woke up. Others think it's a punishment, a creature forced to kill anyone who looks at it without choice, over and over again for eternity. Either way, nobody knows how to stop it. And that's what makes 096 so terrifying. It's not just a monster that hunts. It's a monster that doesn't want to be seen. A creature that lives in shame and sadness until someone makes the mistake of looking, and then all hell breaks loose. So if you ever find yourself deep in Foundation territory and someone tells you about SCP-096, turn around. Don't ask questions. Don't look for pictures. And above all, never look it in the face. Because if you do, your life's already over. You just haven't realized it yet.